Hi everyone, welcome to A Few Minutes with Markie. Today, we're going to be talking about setting goals. Setting goals is a part of life, an essential part of life. We all need to set goals. Setting goals helps you to clarify your ideas, focus your efforts, use your time and resources productively, and increase your chances of achieving what you want in life. Let's take a look at how to set appropriate goals using a model called SMART goals. SMART is an acronym to guide you on how to create a targeted goal with an actionable path to achieving it in order to set yourself up for success. Even if we're generally progressing towards our goals, not having them written down in the SMART framework really leaves us frustrated, aimless, and unfulfilled. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and has a timeline. Some people add ER to the SMART model to include evaluate and readjust so they can try again. Let's take a deeper look at each letter to gain a better understanding of how to set our goals. The first letter S is for specific. For the first step, we want to be as concise and targeted as possible. Don't just say, I want to run faster. How fast? How much of an improvement do you want to make? Give a number. In this step, you can also ask yourself who else is involved, where you want it to take place, and what barriers you may encounter so you can plan for those. The next letter is M for measurable. This step enables you to track your progress, but it also sets a hard line as to whether the goal has been achieved or not. We're going to need to know your starting racing time and how often you want to reevaluate to check your progress on your goal. What number will indicate that you've reached your goal? Additionally, being able to track your goals initiates that excitement within us that we're getting close to reaching our goals and pushes you that much further in order to be able to reach it. That excitement that we're feeling inside of us when we're progressing towards our goal or we've been successful in something is from serotonin being released once we've been successful. That happy feeling can be used to motivate you to push yourself towards reaching that goal, but more about that later in another video. The third letter is A for attainable. Ensure that the goal is never out of reach, but it does challenge you. For instance, with our running example, you're never going to run as fast as Usain Bolt. He runs at 44.72 kilometers an hour. But talk to your coach, talk to your fellow athletes, find out a number that is obtainable for you but challenges you, and set that up as your goal. The fourth letter is for R, for relevant. Ensure that the goal matches you, your life, and your core values. The more meaningful the goal is, the more motivated you'll be to obtain it. The fifth letter is T for timeline. Set target dates and specific timelines. Sub-goals also use the SMART acronym, but they're shorter in timelines, easier to achieve, and are the building blocks for your final long-term goal. Some individuals add ER to the SMART model, so their goals are smarter. E stands for evaluate and R for readjust. Evaluation happens during your progression towards your goal, as well at the end of the timeline of your goal. Based on the answers in the evaluation stage, we can then go back to your SMART goal if necessary and readjust to make sure that the SMART elements work as effectively for you as possible. So a final goal may read, I will run 5K under 25 minutes in September of this year by training 30 minutes a day on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays every week from April 25th to September 25th. And my coach will measure my time every Friday. A sub-goal could read, I will run a 12 minutes per mile pace by July 1st, and I will run an 8 minutes per mile pace by September 1st. That way we have specific timelines we can look back on and see how we're progressing towards the long-term goal. Beware of setting goals where you're giving someone else the power as to whether that goal is going to be achieved. For instance, having a goal of getting a promotion. Great goal to have, but there's so many things within that scenario that you don't have power over. You do, however, have the power over getting the qualifications for that promotion. So that should be the focus of your goal. So if you're finding that you are using the SMART model and you're just not getting anywhere with your goals, you're hitting a wall or you're unmotivated, stay tuned for some later videos about behavioral activation and using serotonin to your advantage, as well as some ideas around sports psychology. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you learned something new today.